welcome back to our YouTube channel for Hear Her Speak magazine. My name's Lauren Bellamy, and I am the founder of the magazine, as well as one of the writers and one of the editors for it. And I'm going to let my fellow staff introduce themselves real quick.
Hi, my name is Roshni, and I am a writer, editor, and content creator for the magazine.
Hey, I'm Jamie. I'm also a writer and editor for the magazine.
Thank you so much, ladies. Okay, so today we get to interview our sixth staff member, Miss Vaishnavi Srirama. Yay! You know Vaish through her beautiful cover art that has graced the majority of our issue covers, as well as her captivating articles and beautiful and thought-provoking poems. We know Vaish through her bubbly personality, her passion for art and science, as well as her sweet and funny spirit. She's truly an appreciated member of our staff, and we are so glad to be able to honor her as our August 2021 Woman of the Month. Vaishnavi is currently getting her bachelor's degree in investigative and medical sciences at St. Louis University and runs a henna Instagram account where she showcases her fantastic henna designs. Welcome, Vaish!
Oh my god, that was literally the sweetest thing. And I woke up like 30 minutes ago, so it was a great start to my morning.
Yay!
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I keep forgetting to unmute my mic. So for the first question, please tell the world about yourself.
Can I just echo everything that Lauren said? I think she had a pretty good introduction, but okay. My name is Vaishnavi. So I'm like a huge science nerd. So I'm like in this medical scholars program right now, and it's like an early assurance medical program to like see if I get into med school. So I'm applying my sophomore year instead of my junior year. I really like art, and like if you go to my room, I have like this huge art wall. So I think that really showcases my interests. And then I also run a henna account, like Lauren said, and it's like really fun. So yeah, science and art, that's basically me.
Okay, thank you for telling us so much about you. I know that may not seem much, but it's very enlightening to me because I've never been over to your house. We've only been friends for a year-ish. But anyways, next question is, who is your biggest female role model?
That's actually a really hard question because you guys always ask the interviewers who your favorite female role model is, and I'm always thinking, when it gets to me, I have to have an answer prepared, but I literally don't. I feel like I look up to so many people, and I can't really have a definitive answer. One of them is my mom. I really, really like Malala for everything that she does for female empowerment, and I also really like how humble she is. If you ever saw the video where she got her Nobel Prize, she was like, "I don't deserve it. I haven't done enough." And it was I was like, "Girl, you're literally Malala." Okay, it's that kind of vibe. I also really look up to all the teachers that I've had that have been able to make a really significant impact on me. Not only my learning, but also my mindset and my outlook on the world. And I'm trying to think of the last one. One of my mom's my mom has my mom has two sisters. One of them's older, one of them is younger. The younger one of the two, but they're both older than her. So the younger one of the two is also really, really into art. She designs her own saris and then uses this paint to kind of make them. It's very, very pretty. So last time I went to India, I would always just sit right next to her and watch her do everything, and she would try teaching me and everything. I didn't get it, of course, but I think that she was the reason why I'm so into art right now, and not only art but also DIY and making your own things. I really, really like her. So yeah.
That's awesome. So many wonderful women in your life. And I mean, there's a point we have this magazine because we always just want to uplift women and trying to just show how freaking awesome we are and how so many women that have come before us have inspired us to do what we do now. And I think that was so sweet about your aunt as well, just how she inspired a lot of you loving art. But to your other love, what inspired you to pursue a career in medicine?
In medicine. Oh my god, this is literally a medical school interview question, right? Um, basically, I personally feel like I've been having a lot of skin issues, especially with acne and like all of that. And I feel like I've been to maybe 3 dermatologists in the past like 6, 7 years. And even though I like have visited a lot of different people within the field, I never really felt heard by them. I feel like they were all not POC or like not able to, kind of understand that my skin is different than theirs. So I felt like whenever I talked to them about my insecurities, like what I wanted to see as an end result of like all the products that they gave and all the medications, I feel like they just treated me as like another case study or like another patient rather than like someone who actually has like feelings and how I just felt like they didn't really stop to think about how my own problems like really affect my mental health and everything. And it was just like another person to them. And I didn't really like that. So that's like one of my biggest things. I want to provide like the comfort and like me being someone who is woman and also Indian like POC and also first generation medicine, like I really want to be someone's source of comfort and help someone to that emotional level and also their physical level um, to kind of like, give them something I never really saw with my own experience in medicine.
That's amazing. Yeah, medicine and POC, that's a topic that really needs to be like talked about more often and a situation that needs to like 100% become better. And I'm really glad that you're going into the medical field because that's going to make one better doctor. Plus, like, you're going to be the most amazing doctor ever. And that's going to be really fun to see when you finally get there. I'm going to be so happy when that happens. Okay, sorry.
All of you guys get free treatment. All of you guys and your families, whatever. Free
I knew
treatment.
there's a reason I became friends with you. JK. What is some of the inspiration for your articles and your poems and your cover art?
Okay, this is a really, really bad thing to say, but you all know that I usually write my articles and like everything for the issues like probably like 1 or 2 days before. So really, it's like the deadline that motivates. and, so, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, it's also like pretty much nighttime, like past 1 a.m. when I write everything. So it's like usually what I'm like feeling emotionally at that point. Like I write a lot about my own feelings. I'm pretty sure you can see that within all my poems and stuff like that. Um, and recently, like I'm on new meds, so I've been feeling a little bit more sad. So my poems are probably going to be a little bit more sad. And then for like stories and everything, usually it's just something that I feel is really important. I don't remember the last time I wrote an article. Like honestly, I feel like I focus more of my time on poems because that's what I want to improve on. But like the articles that I write usually like are I remember. It was like POC and mental health, and especially South Asian mental health. So like I think I came across an Instagram post that was like talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really important. I want to do my research on it, and also like get to know more. So typically, it's like something that I feel is really important and not talked about enough. So that's my articles, that's my poems, and then for cover art, obviously the theme of the month is one of the biggest inspirations for it, and I really like to have kind of like simplistic and modernistic cover art. So it's usually like a black background or like a solid color background with just like a focal point image. So yeah, the theme of the month and also that like trying to have this simplistic kind of view for the magazine for that month.
thank you. Like, I know that when I read your poems, they're like very heartfelt and emotional and make me want to cry. But they're really good and just bless your soul. And okay. So, okay. The question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Cool. Yeah, okay, so medicine takes like a lot. Actually, no, not school. Actually, yeah, school. Wait, I'll be 28. So yeah, school. So medicine takes a lot. And I want to do either MD, PhD, or a dermatology fellowship. So those are probably like 4 or 5 years, and then like another 1 year on top of that, and then med school, undergrad. So yeah, I'll be in school. But hopefully by then, I want to start a family by like around that age. So hopefully that happens. Hopefully I found someone. Um, and I really, really hope that us, like this whole group, makes it big, and then we all stay really close to each other until then, or like, until forever. I can't imagine my life without this magazine.
Ah, you're gonna make me cry. Anyway, but that's true. I mean, I hope to be in the same situation. I'll probably just be finishing getting my PhD by that point and wanting to start a family. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I definitely hope we all are just as close as possible because this is great. But anyway, the next question is, what is the greatest advice someone has given you?
I feel like this is really bad on my part, but I feel like I'm the kind of person that takes advice as criticism sometimes. So I feel like whenever someone tells me to do something, I'm always like taking it really, really personally for no reason. And I like am kind of opposed to that. But I think the biggest advice that someone gave me that like really helped me like break out of my shell. I used to be this really, really quiet, reserved person, and sometimes I still am, but like I've gotten so much better. Like I talk to people now. So I think a lot of people. I used to be in this program, like the summer program, and basically the one thing we all got evaluated. There were 4 teachers, and we all got evaluated at the end of it. And basically the one thing that all of them said was that I was too quiet. And like I was like, at that point I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm just like antisocial at this point. Like I really have to, you know, show that I'm interested and engaged in something else by actually like talking. Because usually I would just like nod my head or like say yes or like whatever. So yeah, I think that really helped me like break out of my shell and realize like, oh, like yeah, I really need to be less quiet because people are gonna think I'm not interested or like what they're saying or like that I'm not engaged in the conversation or anything. Does that count? Does that count? Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely, that counts. Sorry, I'm really awkward. What is your favorite piece that you created for the magazine?
In terms of writing or cover art?
I think like anything.
Yeah, overall.
It's hard to remember everything that I've written for the magazine, but I think like the one thing that just jumped out in my mind was like one of the first things I put on the magazine. I'm pretty sure it was the first thing that I put on the magazine, but it was basically my college essay, my personal statement or whatever it's called. But it was about how I do this classical form of dance called Bharatanatyam, and they kind of emphasize having like a slender waist, really, really light skin, big eyes, stuff like that. And I always felt like, it kind of opposed my natural features. So I wrote a whole article about how I had to find my own definition of beauty within Bharatanatyam, and I really like that. Like I read it over sometimes, and I was like, dang, I was a really good writer. Like it's probably the most resonating piece that because I still feel that way sometimes, and I'm like, you know, not with Bharatanatyam, but with like other parts of my life. So, you know, like I think just putting that out there and like writing it in the first place, like let me realize that I have the power to like, you know, overcome these obstacles that are so embedded within like Indian culture. Um, so it like kind of gives me power when I read it. I really like that article. It's probably one of my favorites. Thank you guys.
Okay, that was very wonderful. You did great, Vaish. Like those were some very good responses, and I'm sure that that whenever our readers slash listeners watch this, they're going to be feeling very powerful, especially if they've experienced the same prejudice that you have, the same emotional effects that you've had from being really like criticized as well. But on the opposite end, here we are about to enter the rapid fire questions. So the first question, sorry, the first question is from an errant member who could not join us today, but she asked, and I am asking on her behalf, are you my Gucci goo?
Oh my god. Oh, the second you said who's not here today, I was like, oh my god, Suhaila. I was scared. Um, I'm answering for Suhaila, so you can convey this message to her. No.
I'm so weak. Yeah, I did not think you were going to say. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Suhaila, you'll be watching this video. So, hopefully a better other question. The second question is, what is your favorite season?
I'm making a mental pros and cons list right now because I don't like summer. It's too hot, too many bees. I like winter, but it's too cold. But I like winter. Oh, I don't like spring either because bees. I'm so bad with bugs. I will literally scream and run 50 miles in the other direction if I see like an ant. So I would say autumn because it's like the perfect mix of the two.
Love that.
And
And
no,
sorry, were you not done? Oops. I'll go.
no, I was just saying there are no bees in autumn, so like amazing. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you're done. Okay. I just wanted to say first, I thought the Gucci Goo question was a joke. Anyway, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
First of all, Suhaila's never joking. Second of all, I don't watch enough movies to like actually have. Oh wait, actually, yeah, I feel like I don't watch enough movies, um, like good movies to like have a favorite. But one of my favorites is this Indian movie called Bahubali. I feel like it's so action packed, um, so gory, so like set in a really nice time, like medieval times, and it's like I'm pretty sure it's like one of India's most successful movies, and honestly one of like the movie industry's most successful movies because it like got translated into a million languages. But yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. If you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend it. Also, it originated in South Asia, so I mean South India, so like, you know, representation. It was great.
Okay. What's your favorite holiday?
These are really, really hard questions. Okay, I would say Christmas because I don't celebrate Christmas, but I get the most time off of school, so Christmas.
That's a mood. We love Christmas. What is your favorite snack?
Snack. I'm such a foodie. You can't ask me that. I literally can name you 50 snacks that I like. I like a lot of Indian snacks. I will always eat those, like, no matter how many calories there are in it. But yeah, so I really, really like Indian snacks, like all of them. Like I really can't choose. But then with other snacks, I like fruit snacks. And okay, I really like sugary stuff. So I like those like I like cookies, just sugar, I really just like sugar, yeah.
Plain sugar out of the bag. I can respect that. Um, if you, I guess this is kind of like piggybacking off the food topic, but if you could buy any type of food right now, what would it be?
I like Italian food. That's okay. That's the one thing I freaking love. Italian food. Is it above any? Actually, no. Indian food comes first, and then Italian food. But it is literally above every single type of foreign cuisine. Like it's so good. So I will eat Italian food any day, any second, any millisecond. Like I freaking love pasta and pizza.
Same. So what is one thing you would put on your bucket list, or I guess what is on your bucket list?
There's a lot on my bucket list. I feel like I haven't really been able to do like one of them is like having a normal experience in college. Like honestly, um, but I've always wanted to go skydiving. I've always wanted to go speedboating. Like you know what? You know what I'm talking about. Speedboating sounds really fun. Or like surfing. I've always wanted to visit. Okay, I want to do this thing where I visit, like after I retire or whatever, after I have big money from being a doctor. Um, I want to like do this trip where I visit all the 7 wonders of the world, like in line. I've already seen the Taj Mahal, but I'll see it again. You know, whatever. So yeah, that's probably what the biggest thing on my bucket list. I feel like that would be really fun. And then since everything is different places, I'd also get a bunch of food and a ton of cultural experience as well.
Those are definitely great options. That's a good idea to see the 7 wonders. I never even thought about that. That's a really good idea. But anyway, the next question is, what is the song you hear most often?
Like on the radio?
On the radio, just overall, like sometimes people just always hear All I Want for Christmas Is You because it just comes on all the time. But I don't know. It could be anything, wherever you've heard it.
Well, I'm on TikTok a lot, and one of the trending songs on TikTok is "Woman" by Doja Cat. Such a good song, by the way. I love that song. So I first heard it on there, and then I like really liked the chorus part, so I started listening to it 20 times a day. So yeah, Doja Cat, "Woman."
I can 100% relate to that. Doja's new album, Chef's Kiss. I've been listening to her album on repeat, so I'm glad we can both listen to Doja Cat on repeat, however many miles St. Louis is away from here. What is the first thing you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Honestly, if they're walking up to me, the way they walk, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people walk really weird, and it's like so noticeable. I don't know. But if they're like not walking up to me, probably their eyes. Or like their voice. Their eyes or voice. Yeah.
Okay. What is your least favorite beverage?
My least favorite beverage. You know, I'm not that big of a fan of soda. I'm not a big fan of soda. I don't really like the carbonation, but I like the flavor, if that makes sense. So if there's any soda that I would ever drink, it's Sprite. And even then, I can't finish a whole 8-ounce can. Like it's too painful for my tongue.
That's a mood. Sprite is like my favorite soda when I can drink soda, but I can't drink soda at the moment. But when I'm able to drink soda again, I probably would just get Sprite. But it's too sweet now. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is the next question. Are you an early bird or a night owl? I think we know this, but yeah.
I'm a huge night owl. I will stay up until 5 and get up at 1 p.m. I'm so big. I'm like a huge night owl. And that's not going to work for me because during the semester, I have a 7:45 a.m. class, and it's on the bed campus, so I have to take a shuttle to get there. So I'm going to have to get up at 6:45-ish almost every day, which is not okay. It's definitely not okay. But yeah, night owl.
I'm so sorry you have to do that. That does not sound fun. But gold or silver?
I think I've only ever worn gold, but I think I like both. You know, if that makes sense.
Sorry, excuse that. If a movie was made about your life, what genre would it be and who would play you?
Is boring a genre? It would just be me studying and like in my room and like doing absolutely nothing all day. Maybe comedy. I feel like my life is kind of funny because I'm so boring. Or like, yeah, definitely not action. Definitely not like mystery or anything. Or maybe it is a mystery because I don't know if I'm gonna get into med school. But I don't know. I'd play me. Nobody else can capture my inner personality as good as I can. Actually, Scarlett.
True. No, please no. 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 I don't think anyone can capture your essence as well as you can because you are Vaish. But anyway.
What about Noah Centineo? I think he could play you perfectly.
I think so. Or like Tom Holland.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness. Yeah, so we're gonna go to the next question. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Virginia, bro, I miss y'all.
Aww.
I want to go home.
Miss you too.
I'm going to St. Louis today just to give you a big fat hug.
Okay, by the time you get here, it will be like 1 a.m. So
You'll probably be awake.
yeah, you're right.
If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what ice cream flavor would you be and why?
Chocolate chip because it doesn't get enough love. People
What'd you
hate
say?
mint chocolate chip.
Oh.
Everyone's like, ew, it tastes like toothpaste. I'm like, you taste like toothpaste. It's so freaking good. I don't know why people don't understand. So yeah, mint chocolate chip.
And the final question. What percentage of cacao do you like in your chocolate?
You know, y'all asked me this as like a teaser question during our last meeting. So I'd say I didn't know that. I was like, what are the percentages again? But now I know that lower percent is equal to sweeter chocolate. And since I like sugar, lower percent. I don't like white chocolate though. I like milk and like lower dark chocolate percentages.
Chocolate is good, but yes. Okay. Fancy. That was to our readers. That was the last time we're asking that question because we've gone through our whole staff and yeah, this is just unique to us. But anyway, aside from that, yes.
I have a suggestion for you.
Oh.
If we ever take in any new members, we should have like an application form where they have to list the percentage cacao on their resume.
That would be hilarious, and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, thank you so much, Vaish, for talking with us today. It was so fun being able to interview you and get to know you even more than we already do because, guys, we spend every week with each other pretty much. So we are always getting to know each other, but our readers got to know you well and got to know you and how sweet you are because you every answer you had was so thought out, and we were like, oh my gosh, look at Vaish. But yeah, so thank you, Vaish.
Thank you. This was really fun.
Yay. Okay, so this is our August 2021 issue. It is officially out now. Make sure to be paying attention in a couple weeks for our anniversary issue because we are coming up on our year. Yay! So that's really exciting, and make sure you're just looking out for that, and also make sure you check out our podcast episode after this, or maybe you listen to that before you got to this. But anyway, just listen to our podcast episode where we're talking about our theme of the month, which is reflection, and check out our awesome August 2021 issue of Hear Her Speak magazine. And yeah, does anyone else have anything to say? No? Okay. Well, make sure to wear a mask, stay safe, and social distance because we are still in a pandemic. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Vaish. Thank you, Jamie and Roshni. We shall see you all later.